You know, if there's one thing you can say that's true about the advances in medical technology, it is that there have been a lot of advances in medical technology, and sometimes it can be difficult to keep up with all that's out there and how you would actually use it in your life. Sean Jones joins us this morning. He has Chattanooga Wellness, a frequent guest on the show, and you want to kind of give us the ABCs of some of your favorite things to use in the office.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Julie.
Yeah.
At Chattanooga Wellness Centers, we have 2 locations, Cleveland and Chattanooga. What we do is we take wellness care and we get the latest in technology. Now, of course, we have laser. This is a pocket laser. What I use this for is I can go in and take any weak muscle somebody has and reset it and make it strong in 3 seconds.
So is that the K laser or that's a pocket laser? No,
this is just a pocket laser. You know,
what's the, because you talk a lot about the K laser,
yeah,
so what's the
K-laser
difference?
is great. When people come in, I'll use this to reset the muscles to stabilize whatever joint, the hip, the knee problem, the leg, ankle problem, the fasciitis or the neuropathy, whatever it is, in the arms or the legs. I'll reset the muscles with this. But then we use the K laser and the shockwave therapy. That's pretty amazing equipment. You
know I play devil's advocate with you when you come because you know what you're talking about,
sure,
but you can go through it quickly. So to help people at home understand you more, when you turn that on. So when you first turn it on, and I bet you hear this a lot, it looks like those chasers you can have for your cat.
Oh,
with the red light?
Pin light. No, this is actually technically class 4 because it's 3 watts. So I don't shine anybody's eyes. In fact, I usually don't turn it on until it's on somebody's skin.
So walk us through the lasers, the difference between this one and the K laser. Is it the strength?
K laser is class 4, but it's 20 to 25 watts of power.
So it's the strength.
It's all got to do with joules of energy that go into the body. And so what happens is when you use laser does 4 things. Decreases pain, decreases swelling, increases blood flow, and it super heals tissues. Now, what does heat do? It increases swelling and decreases blood flow, and yet you feel heat with the laser. It feels warm and soothing. There's no pain. You feel awesome. It decreases pain, but it super heals. Now, every cell in your body has what's called mitochondria. That's your powerhouses. And so the powerhouses, when the laser hits it, they create ATP. It's part called the Krebs cycle. When laser hits that tissue, it goes exponentially faster. That's why my twin brother, when he cut his hand, instead of 5 months before he moved his fingers, we used a laser twice a day through the cast, and his fingers started moving in 10 days.
It sped up the process.
It speeds the process up exponentially.
Okay.
And so we use laser for all kind of problems. It's part of our neuropathy program we have a 98% success rate with, but it's also part of, we can treat fasciitis, shoulder pain, car accidents. We take care of a lot of people with car accidents because we have equipment other people don't have to help get people feeling better.
So I know each case is going to be its own, but if somebody comes to you and let's say it is a plantar fasciitis issue, and they use that K laser and it's going to speed it up, what does that look like in terms of time, do you think?
Oh, usually with something like fasciitis, we usually use the shockwave therapy with it first.
Okay.
I'll talk about that in just a moment, but usually a number of treatments, usually 6 to 12 treatments.
Okay.
And it's gone. There might be some nutritional stuff, DHA, Oprima fish oil we use from Standard Process, speeds the process up exponentially faster too.
Okay, so you mentioned shockwave. I think we did something with you when you were at the office not long ago when you were talking about shockwave.
Yeah, shockwave is amazing. Shockwave, it's a $50,000 machine, and we have the only machine that's certified by the FDA in Chattanooga. So this machine, you have to come to Chattanooga Wellness to use it. And what it does, shockwave is the exact opposite of laser. Shockwave actually tears down tissue, all the adhesions and all the fibrosis. In fact, I like to have people try to touch their toes, and if I do shockwave on their low back, whether it's for pain or stenosis or arthritis, I have them get up and they reach down and they can touch much farther down. And that's pretty cool on the first treatment.
So you would not use these 2 things in conjunction then?
Almost always use them in conjunction, actually.
Even though they're doing the opposite thing?
Yeah, but what we want to do, we never use laser first. If we're going to do shockwave, we do the shockwave treatment prior to the laser. So what we want to do is take, like in neuropathy, we go in and you have to treat the low back and the feet. You can't just treat the feet and get neuropathy gone because you have to treat where the nerve originates and where it terminates in the foot. And so the cool thing is we can go on shockwave and break up old adhesions, arthritic fibrosis in the tissue with the shockwave. It's putting strong shocking, not electric, but sound wave shocks, boom, 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 into the tissue, breaks up those tissues, and we do it on the feet. Then we go right back in and we start treating the feet or the hands if you have hand neuropathy, and the neck or the low back with the laser. So we tear it down and rebuild it just like tearing down a house and rebuilding a brand new house on a nice lot.
Right. Okay, so you said old injuries and
Yeah.
old problems. How old is old?
Chronic can be 30, 40 years old after a surgery. If a surgery, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Or sometimes you have chronic adhesions after a surgery that just is one of the complications or side effects. So like my wife was recommended recently from an orthopedic surgeon to get a knee replacement, and she's only 46 years old. We didn't want that, so we do regenerative medicine in our office, like stem cell therapy it's commonly called, and we have our medical team come in. We did injections in both knees. We did the shock wave to tear it down right before the injection, and then we did laser starting a week later and started laser treating her knees, and she's doing great. She was falling down all the time. Now she hasn't had any falls. She's feeling good, goes up and down stairs without pain.
So is the idea, and is the idea behind this too, Sean, that you would be able to just delay what might have to end up being a surgical fix?
Yeah, she had a car accident where it went into her knees. That's why we take care of a lot of people with car accidents. And it tore her knees up before I ever knew my wife.
Okay.
And so now she's having the complications from that, the several surgeries she's already had.
Right.
And the only thing left that they can do is knee replacement, and it looks like we can put that off for a good 10 or 20 years at least.
So it's not
That's
as much that you're
fantastic.
saying that this will, we have a minute left, not that it'll 100% cure it forever, but it totally buys you some time, and it could.
Well, sometimes it does heal it.
Okay.
Sometimes people, if we do regenerative cell therapy and laser and shockwave, sometimes they never need the surgery ever. And
Okay.
that's a beautiful thing.
So now you know that the K laser is 40.
That's 20 to 25 watts of power
Okay.
coming out with the K laser. We have
Okay.
2 of them, and then we also have the big shockwave machine too.
Okay.
And so when you come in, we talk, we take a history and consultation. We see, what do you need? Do you need shockwave by itself? Do you need laser by itself? Do you need the 2 combined? Do you need regenerative cell therapy?
Okay.
What do you need? And we make the recommendations. But I'll tell you, I can only think of 2 people in the last 4 years that haven't gotten the results I want with neuropathy.
So
And
here's
both
where
have had
you'll.
complicating factors. So we're doing great with that.
So here's what you need then is the phone number where you can find them.
Yeah, 423-790-5000 is our Cleveland number, and that one forwards to the other office. The Chattanooga office is 643-2277.
And online at ChattanoogaChiropractic.com, also Chattanooga Wellness. Sean Jones, always good to see you.
Thank you.